All right, so let's do a quick one. This is CAC new interface, their website. Okay, I already told you that there have been some major updates on the platform, and as you can see here, everything is new. It's different from what it used to be. CAC once again means Corporate Affairs Commission. They are the body responsible for name registrations for business, for NGOs, and the rest. Okay, so we're going to log in, and upon logging in, you see one of the updates that they have done on the system. So when I click, I've already entered my login details. So when I hit on login, it should prompt me to enter an OTP. Okay, OTP means one-time password, right? So this is delivered direct to my email connected to this account, and I have about 60 seconds to do so. So after 60 seconds, it expires. So let's go get it. I need to take this back to see the new one. Okay, so this is it. I just copy it and come here and paste it. It's 29 seconds now. Alright, so submitted. Yeah, we've logged in. Okay, so automatically you can see every details here. Okay, now I would advise that you don't do this in the heat of the day, right? Because there is usually a lot of traffic on their platform, right? So we are going to register or go for a name availability search, and so you see what's new, how they now do it, or want you to do it, right? I can assure you, you will love it. Okay, so let's go there. So to do so, let me walk you around this just a moment. Now here is name reservation, then we have name requiring consent, then you have registrations. Okay, we'll do a study more on this, but even if you click here, it gives you almost the same drop down here. Okay, and when you click on registration, which is the last stage, it will also give you the same things. Okay, you have not submitted applications, pending applications, queried applications, and then approved applications. Now when we put it here on reservation, you can see that we have pending, denied, and then approved. Okay, so these are the three stages. There's the fourth one, which is queried. Okay, we don't have that here. So denied means that they cannot work with that name. Pending means that you can give them more time to get it approved. Then approved means that it's been approved. Okay, now I had to, or let's go on so you understand what the new system is like. So we put it on name reservation. So we come here, can you see, and we click new reservation. When you click on it, you now select, like I told you, is a total new interface. So here is business classification. What classification of business name? So you can choose company if that's what you're going for, or limited liability company, or limited liability partnership. Okay, limited partnership or limited liability partnership. Okay, so you can choose any of these. But if you are not an accredited agent of the CAC, you might not handle all of this. So you might need a lawyer or chartered accountant to help you with these other ones. But this one is the one we are doing because everybody can do that, right? So we select business name, and then we select whether it's a partnership business or one-person business. So let's go for sole proprietorship, which is one-person business. Then continue. Now it brings a drop down. Before now, you have to submit 2 names, but now they require only 1 name, and it's interesting. See what happens here. So I'll put the name. Okay, and then here we select nature of business category. Just click here, and I want to go for education. This is it here. Remember, what you select here will determine what pops up here. For instance, let's take construction, and when we go here, do you see what is coming up here? Civil engineering, this building works and others. Okay, so what we choose here will determine what comes there. So education, then when we come here, specific nature of business, right? So we need to be more specific, and in this case we're going for something around guidance and counseling. So you find it, which is this. Okay, so let me be sure, because I'm doing this for a client, so let me be sure what the client gave me. That's it. Okay, so now we go to check availability. So before now, what you do is to submit about 2 names, and then you make your payment, and then wait for availability. That's what I did in that one you saw pending. It's still pending till now, and that I did it around what was that, 3rd of July. Okay, so this update you're seeing here happened after 3rd of July. Okay, so now they are using an AI system. And so how it works now is this: when I click on this availability search, it will tell me whether this name is available or not before I will head over to make payment. So let's click. Can you see? Automatically said the business name Amavia Hub is available for registration. That's super cool. So continue. So when you click on continue, you will now be able to make payment. So before now, you make payment before you know whether it's available or not. But now you will have to be sure that it's available before you make payment. That's why I told you will love it, because there's no wasting of money at this point in time again. Okay, so you'll be sure what you are going for that is available, and so the money you're paying it once. So let's go to continue to payments. Click on it, allow it to load. Now the payment we are making now is for name availability. Do you get? Here it says reservation of name. So we are paying this to reserve this name, not to register. Okay, reservation is one thing, registration is one thing. Okay, so these are remitter number, but we don't need this. So what we do is we go to remitter here, this orange background, click on it. So account number will be giving us to pay when we choose. I normally want to use bank transfer. So I'm going to copy this account number and I'm going to pay into this account. Okay, remember I told you this amount now has moved from 500 naira to 661 naira 25 kobo. If I choose another option here, sorry, let me see, let's say card, do you see it's 663 naira 94 kobo. So the amount varies per option you select here. Okay, so okay, this one is still 661 naira. So anyone you choose, but that's not a major thing. So let's go to, I copy this and then I'll head over to payment. When I'm done making payment, I'll come and hit here and we'll proceed, right? All right, I've made the payment. I usually advise that you be sure of the amount here. Okay, write in every naira, every kobo you see. Okay, so in my end, the payment has been approved. Usually they will automatically pick it, but I don't see that coming, so I can just go to I have sent the money. So I'll click here. So they are checking their system. Yes, they have confirmed that I've made payment. So this is the availability code, and now you can continue with filing. What it means is to continue with registration. Filing is the process of registration. Okay, and then you can as well go to home, but let's go to home first to see what it looks like. So you see under home here we have two approvals. Okay, so when you see down here, this is the one we just did now. Where is it? Amavia Hub. Okay, so this is it. We did this yesterday, so this is the one for today. Can you see? So here when you see action, click on action, the drop down, you can see go to business registration. You can see view details, download receipts. Okay, you can as well delete, but we don't want to delete. Okay, so all we do is to click here and go to registration, right? You can as well take it up here, click here and choose this option because it's still about registration. Okay, but I think it's better we go this route. So click here and we go to registration. So these are the details here. Okay, these are the details. I want to mark the details. So first of all, the name is already provided, nature of business provided, so we add an email here. Okay, so I'm trying to prepare my client for a process. Okay, so if I can get to know all the process, if I can get to know all the steps in the processes, if I can get to know all the steps in this new update, then I can get my client better prepared for the registration proper. Okay, so company, state of residence. Okay, that's the place where this person stays. Then the city. Okay, so business commencement date. And so these are the things we require at this first stage. There are 4 stages here. Okay, this is the first this is the first stage. That's information. Second stage is the proprietor information. the person who owns those business. Then the documentation, the uploads, okay, this is where we put signatures, ID card, passport, and the rest. Then preview, and I think at this preview point we have also the option to, what's it called, to pay, okay, because that will be the last stage. So let's fill up this. I'll fill to the best of my knowledge, and then we'll get to save and continue, right? So I'll do that quickly. All right, I'm done filling up everything. Okay, now when it comes to commencement dates, they want it to be either today or sometime in the past. Okay, so if you click here and I select 11th, you see commencement date cannot be in the future. Okay, I wanted you to see that. So let's leave it at today and then save and continue. Remember, we are now registering, so these are the details of my client, okay, as provided by me so far, right? So I think I'll need to add other names if it's possible before we proceed, because it might be required at a point. So let me check. All right, I tried adding the other name. I've added it successfully, but it's still not reflecting. So we just move on, right? So we get to save and continue. So here is for you to confirm the information. This is stage 2, proprietor information, just to confirm. Okay, I can't see anything. Let me check here. Can't see any major thing we'll do here. So here is more like check it and confirm that everything is as it should be. If not, to take it back to adjust. Okay, so we save and continue. Sorry, there is something I saw now. I think there is an error here. Proprietor city Omodin. Okay, so let's save and continue. And here we have that's the stage 3, right? This is the document upload. What are we to upload? Proprietor, let's click here. The name, select the name. Okay, so now you can select the name of the proprietor. Okay, this is interesting. So it's possible to use one account, I'm thinking, to now create for even other people. All right, so I think I'll be using mine to create for people now. Okay, that will check the notification much later whether that has reflected, right? Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying, but don't worry, I'll do explanation in another video so you get what I mean. Okay, so here, what type of ID card? National ID card. Let's go with national ID card. Then I'm going to upload the ID card here. Another thing I'm going to upload is the passport and then the signature. Okay, so I don't know if the one I have is clear enough for the approval, right? But I'll just try and upload the documents I have. I already got this and I got this. Okay, so you have to get your signature, sign it, okay, and put it in I think it's PDF. I don't know the format again. Let me see if they can tell us the format. They're not showing the format here. I will remember from other registrations. So when added, we can now save and continue. So let's quickly do that. Okay, all right, so see, it's a document must be an image format in JPEG or PNG. Okay, and the size should not be more than 2 MB. Okay, so it's on in JPEG or PNG. All right, so let's go do it. All right, I'm done uploading all the needed documents, necessary documents. One is ID card, then passport, then signature. Okay, you sign it. All right, so by the time you are done, you just click on add proprietor document. So I've added it, and if I click here now, but I don't want to delete it, let me delete it anyway, so you notice what's really happened. So I'm going to add it up again, and then you'll see before I click here. So I've added everything again. Okay, once you are done, what you click is not save and continue first. What you click is add proprietor document. You need to click here. So when you click, it's not adding it. Can you see? Everything has been added, right? Then we now move on to save and continue. Okay, so everything now, remember this is preview. We are trying to preview everything. Can you see? Everything is being previewed. These are all the details required, right? Okay, so it's at this point that we submit and proceed to payment. So let's see if we can do that. Okay, but be sure that every detail you provided is in order. If not, go and make the adjustment, the necessary adjustments, okay? But I think ours is in order, so we submit and then head over to payment, proceed to payment. So this is the last stage, right? It's still 10,000 naira. Now, I think I would advise everyone who wants to register a business name to go ahead, do it now, and do it now. Now, I think I will advise everyone that wants to register a business to go ahead and do it now, okay? Make it now before the prices go up. Because with this new update, I think it will be justified if they increase the prices, right? So let me tell again, this one is paying for the business name registration. That's what we're doing now, okay? So we're using the transfer option once again, and I'll just copy the account number and head over to payments. Now again, for this payment, note the exact amount. This one is 10,161 naira 25 kobo, okay? Note the exact amount and pay the exact amount, okay? Alright, so I have made the payment, okay? So I hope they can pick it up at once. Okay, they have, okay? Automatically they have picked it up. Let's see what happens. So it's submitted successfully, okay? Your application has been submitted successfully. You will receive an update on your application within the hour. I don't know what they mean by within the hour. So what I will do is I'll go ahead and reserve other names. Okay, I have about how many other names? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'll go ahead and reserve other names. Okay, that's it. So I'll end this video here. At least you've known the process, the new process from beginning to the end, right? So that's it. So that's where we'll be stopping for now while I go ahead behind the scene to do the rest of the registration for my client. Okay, so if you've not subscribed to this channel, do well to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and of course I will update you the moment this name was submitted is approved. That's the registration is approved, and I'll show you also how to get the certificate without stepping your foot into any of the CAC locations. Okay, so that will be the next video to complete this process. For now, I recommend you go ahead to watch other videos on this channel. See you in the next update.